Have you ever wondered how a country measures its economic growth? One way is through gross domestic product or GDP. GDP is a key indicator of a country's economic performance, and it's a fundamental concept in economics. Gross domestic product is the total value of all goods and services produced within a country's borders over a given period of time. It measures the market value of all final goods and services produced by a country's residents and businesses, regardless of their nationality. GDP is important because it provides a snapshot of a country's economic output, and it can be used to compare the economic performance to different countries. It can also be used to track the growth of an economy over time and to help policymakers make informed decisions about fiscal and monetary policies. I have another video about monetary policies in my channel, so make sure to first watch that and then come back to this video. So let's go on. In order to calculate GDP, economists use one of three methods: the production approach, the income approach, or the expenditure approach. The production approach adds up the total value of goods and services produced by each sector of the economy, while the income approach adds up the total income earned by residents and businesses. The expenditure approach adds up the total spending by households, businesses, and the government. GDP can be further broken down into its components, such as consumption, investment, government spending, and net exports. Consumption is the amount spent by households on goods and services, while investment is the amount spent by businesses on capital goods. Government spending includes all spending by federal, state, and local governments, and net exports is the difference between export and imports. While GDP is a useful measure of economic output, it has its limitations. For example, it doesn't take into account non-monetary factors such as the value of leisure, time, or the quality of the environment. It also doesn't reflect income inequality, as GDP can increase even if only a small portion of the population benefits from economic growth. Another limitation of GDP is that it does not take into account the quality of life or well-being of citizens. For example, a country may have a high GDP but may also have high levels of pollution or a low quality of life for its citizens. As a result, many economists argue that a more comprehensive measure of economic well-being is needed, one that takes into account non-monetary factors such as health, education, and environment. This is where the Human Development Index, or HDI, comes in, which is a composite statistic of life expectancy, education, and income. In conclusion, gross domestic product is an important concept in economics that measures the total value of goods and services produced within a country's borders. While it provides a snapshot of a country's economic output and can be used to compare economic performance, it has its limitations and does not necessarily reflect all aspects of economic well-being. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on economics and other interesting topics.